We checked and verified the plate number was the same. We tried to pull the vehicle over again. The vehicle did not want to pull over at that time. They stopped and asked us why we were pulling them over. They continued on until about Del Perro Freeway underpass, where the vehicle eventually pulled over. We ordered the suspects out of their vehicle, code 5. The driver was Ryan O'Connor. He stepped out of the vehicle with the gun in his hand. He put it back into his back area, and then we ordered him to step back. He complied. He was handcuffed. The passenger was ordered out of the vehicle, ordered to step back. He was handcuffed and then taken, they was read their rights and told they were going to be placed, no, that they were not under arrest, but they were going to be placed into custody for questioning. Upon taking them to MRPD, Ronnie 125, Miss Stewart here, searched searched this suspect, Oconnor, and found stolen property, found a weapon, and what else did you find on him? Found stolen property, a weapon.
It was three marked bills, every armor which belonged to police, handcuffs which he had a good story behind, and ceramic pistol. The ceramic pistol was actually found in the vehicle of the car, and Mr. O'Connor confessed to it being his, and it was scratched, no serial number.
She questioned both suspects, and we did not make an arrest at that time of the stolen vehicle or anything to do with the chase. Mr. O'Connor was accused of having stolen property, government issued items, which he did have a good reason for having, and a weapon, and that is why we're here today.
I'm sorry. We did keep the charges of stolen government issued items because heavy armor was found, and we decided to keep those charges.
And Mr. O'Connor, would like to speak?
Yeah. So if it was just a search, right? Why was it just okay? So if it was just questioning, why did I get searched? Is what I want to know.
Well, there was.
If it was just a questioning, I would have just,
There was a discharge of the firearm.
Hold on.
I would have ran away.
I could actually answer this on a serious note, Your Honor.
Go ahead and speak.
That's all.
The reason that Mr. O'Connor here was searched on a being detained is because it is common procedure to search a suspect for anything that can be legal or dangerous, whether it be detainment or arrest.
Object, Your Honor. If they're getting taken into questioning, why would they get searched?
So, on the behalf of PD, I do have to explain that when you are brought into the government facility for questioning, you are supposed to be searched upon entry.
But if you're handcuffed, right, you have no access to your pockets or anything. You are just being questioned.
I understand that, but if they did uncuff you at any time during it and they did not search you, that could be a liability for them and their PD.
That's everything, Your Honor.
Your Honor, before we proceed to this court case, I would also like to point out 3 additional charges for Mr. O'Connor, including brandishing a firearm, aiding and abetting, and obstruction of justice.
Understood. So after reviewing the body cam, I do see that you were brandishing the firearm as you stepped out of the vehicle, and then you went to put it back through your pocket. With that, when they did come up and search you, as much as I do understand both sides of the case on the Code 5, it was a lawful stop. After reviewing their body cam as well, I can fully say that you did obstruct their chase quite a bit. And along with that, as much as I would love to understand the case a little bit farther, seeing that we are pinched for time due to in-head reasons, I would like to also question with the PD as we speak that seeing that this case is mostly closed due to evidence and quite clear evidence of that, where would you like to stand?
So, who was you asking, sir?
On the side of PD, where would you guys like to stand with the charges that he is facing and or tacked on extra charges that were left out due to reasons?
That is up to you, Your Honor, on whether you find him guilty or not, and how much time and fine you would like him to serve.
Yeah, at this
I will.
point,
I
we'd
can
like
add
to
it
let
to the.
you.
I'm sorry.
So, due to understanding of the situation / scene, I do understand that most of the charges that he is already being charged with are lawful charges. The only thing that I could obstruct against currently is possibly the branching, because if we're being 100% honest, he might not have known he had it in his hand, and he did put it away and kept going with the case as normal. He did let you guys arrest him. So if he wanted to shoot, I feel like he would have.
I understand
So I
that.
feel
Okay.
like that charge should be null and voided. As for the charges for the pistol that was found, you guys did hit him with the possession of criminal class 1.
So can I explain this real quick? Because I know he has a weapon license. The reason he was
course.
charged is because it was a ceramic pistol and it had no serial number.
Yes,
It was
which I
basically
see
been
through the
scratched.
evidence.
Yeah.
As for the government issue items, I do ask on which items that is being tied to. Because you said
Heavy armor, sir.
Alrighty. Now, Mr. O'Connor, do you have a reason on why you had that heavy armor that would tie you to not being criminally charged with them? Mr. O'Connor? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I said no, Your Honor.
Alrighty. So with that, I do see that the charges he's being faced with are all lawful. But along with that, seeing the scene that we're faced with here today, I would like to ask Mr. O'Connor, seeing as the cases that you have been faced with today and the charges that you have already been facing, if you would wish to understand on why you are facing said charges, I will keep the null and void of the obstruction of justice and the speeding. So that is up to your preference, sir.
Aiding and abetting, sir, not speeding.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So with that, if you understand lawfully that the possession of stolen property and the government issued items, along with the possession of the class 1 weapon, if you do understand why you are facing those charges here today, I will make sure on my behalf that the charges that were left out in the report before this case has been brought up will be null and void.
Shh.
If you are speaking, Mr. O'Connor, I am not able to hear you.
I said, I understand.
Alrighty, so with that today, the case will be closed, and Mr. O'Connor, you will be facing those charges written through the report today. And with that, the court is dismissed.
Your Honor, what would you like the fine and time to be based upon the report that it is giving you recommended?
I will leave that described up to PD.
All right, copy that, sir.
So, Mr. O'Connor, you may either leave with PD now and face your charges, or you can continue on your bail until your time is set.
Yeah.
There was no time on the bail, so it was until court.
He said he was on an anklet earlier, that's why.
Yeah, there's no time set on that, sir. It was
All right,
it was pending
so-
court case.
Then, yep, you guys can leave now to serve your time.
Right.
Sorry about that. That's a
Fuck the
misunderstanding on my
police.
behalf.
Would you like to put your hands up for us, please, sir?
Fuck the police!
Alright.
Bunch of
I
pigs!
love how they do this and leave a woman with a child all alone. Gotta love it. Corrupt system.